Take and let Gregory speak after me. This shows the diversity of the thinking that is available to us. The postscript of my book ends with the words, "It could have been a gem of the Caribbean." And I want to return to that because it's very easy for us to be, and realistically, kind of negative about the options for the city. But I think there's an awful lot that we have here that many, many cities, not only in the Caribbean, around the world, don't have. And I think I would like to build on that, Some of these cities, just three of them that I would like to mention in passing, are Barcelona, Boston, and Vancouver. And I chose those because they have successfully managed their waterfront potential. We have not. We haven't even begun to do that yet. And that is, to me, the unique characteristic of our city on the water, surrounded by the mountains, with parks, and botanical parks, savannas, and a rich architectural heritage. We have a lot going for us. Yes, we have let it be destroyed to a certain extent. And I guess the reason for me doing this book is to see somehow what we could do to change that. Yes, there will always be problems, and we have plenty of them. Car parking, flooding, as was mentioned by Afra, billboards, my God, buildings, architecture are now billboards, power lines, homeless people, crime, the gradual drift of settlements into the suburbs. But isn't it time we do something about the city? Positive. I think we have all kind of half given up. And I challenge us, before it's too late, to see if we could polish up this diamond and have another go. Well, I'm saying that for the future generation because it won't be me, thank God. The fact that central government now is challenged with funding at this time could turn out to be a silver lining in a cloud. At least that is my perspective. The lack of public funds and government involvement, or minimizing government involvement, could have some benefits. For one, there would be no rush to get things done without proper planning and procurement, like the airport, for instance. Secondly, there would be no need to burden the public purse completely. Projects can be self-financing if properly conceived with feasibility studies and so forth. It will require leadership, of course, and perhaps that's the part that's missing, and a partnership with the private sector. To me, these are unique opportunities that we have, and once we recognize them as such, I think we can make this work. If we are serious about developing Port of Spain, and this is my last sort of positive comment, then perhaps we should start by forming a vehicle charged with the responsibility to drive the planning process. Now, there's quite a gap between where we are now and that, but until we get serious about doing something about Port of Spain, and I am suggesting that we cannot rely on UDECOT, which is all over the place doing everything. We need, I think, a serious vehicle for developing Port of Spain. The development of, for instance, of King's Cross in London is an excellent case study of how this can be successfully done. From an inclusive planning process, it established the emerging planning principle for a human city that guided the planning process. The choice of a trustworthy developer, and in that case, the developer was a company called Arget, or Arjet. And would you believe, yesterday I was speaking with Tony Gibbs, an eminent engineer here at this exhibition, and we discovered that one of his sons is a project manager, I believe, and the engineer that worked in Argent. So we have a Trinidadian who worked for one of the prime developers in the world who knows how to do this stuff. Right there. Think about that. So I sincerely hope that these discussions will be the first of many others to follow by others, and, and ultimately leading towards a renewal of interest in our capital city. In our discussions, I would be interested in hearing from the other members about how we can move forward, because like Stephen, I'm not doing this just for entertainment. I would like to see something good come from it. And just to answer after one point, I'm getting on a bit now, you know, and I never went into drone photography, but perhaps that would have helped me to deal with some of the areas you're talking about, because there's no way I am walking into certain streets in this city, and you can't blame me either, with my life savings in my hand. But I recognize your point. There are many areas. There'll be many buildings I missed too, and many areas I missed. But at least something has been done. It may not be perfect, but thank you very much.